Hello and welcome to CryptoBot Profits. Today we will talk about how to use long and short trading strategy with CryptoBots. One of the most pivotal events on Bitcoin's blockchain is the halving, when the supply of new Bitcoins is cut in half. Each halving reduces the rate of inflation, thereby creating upwards pressure on the Bitcoin price. As of 2022, Bitcoin miners are awarded 6.25 Bitcoins for each block they successfully mine. The next halving will occur in 2024, when the block reward will fall to 3.125. Over time, the impact of each halving will diminish as the block reward approaches zero. Key takeaways. A Bitcoin halving event is when the reward for mining Bitcoin transactions is cut in half. This event also cuts in half Bitcoin's inflation rate and the rate at which new Bitcoins enter circulation. Previous halvings have correlated with intense boom and bust cycles that have ended with higher prices than prior to the event. Bitcoin last halved on May 11, 2020, around 3 p.m. EST, resulting in a block reward of 6.25 BTC. The final halving will be in 2140, when the number of Bitcoins in existence will reach the maximum supply of 21 million. Click play to learn all about Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin network. To explain what a Bitcoin halving is, we must first understand a bit about how the Bitcoin network operates. Bitcoin's underlying technology, blockchain, basically consists of a collection of computers or nodes that run Bitcoin software and contain a partial or complete history of transactions occurring on its network. Each full node, or a node containing the entire history of transactions on Bitcoin, is responsible for approving or rejecting a transaction in Bitcoin's network. To do that, the node conducts a series of checks to ensure that the transaction is valid. These include ensuring that the transaction contains the correct validation parameters, such as non-says, and does not exceed the required length. Each transaction is approved individually. It is said to occur only after all the transactions contained in a block are approved. After approval, the transaction is appended to the existing blockchain and broadcast to other nodes. More computers or nodes added to the blockchain increase its stability and security. There are 14,201 nodes estimated to be running Bitcoin's code as of August 2022. 1. Although anyone can participate in Bitcoin's network as a node, as long as they have enough storage to download the entire blockchain and its history of transactions, not all of them are miners. Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin mining is the process by which people use their computers to participate in Bitcoin's blockchain network as a transaction processor and validator. Bitcoin uses a system called proof of work, POW. This means that miners must prove they have put forth effort in processing transactions to be rewarded. This effort includes the time and energy it takes to run the computer hardware and solve complex equations. The term mining is not used in a literal sense, but as a reference to the way precious metals are gathered. Bitcoin miners solve mathematical problems and confirm the legitimacy of a transaction. They then add these transactions to a block and create chains of these blocks of transactions, forming the blockchain. When a block is filled up with transactions, the miners that processed and confirmed the transactions within the block are rewarded with Bitcoins. Transactions of greater monetary value require more confirmations to ensure security. El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender on June 9, 2021. It is the first country to do so. The cryptocurrency can be used for any transaction where the business can accept it. The U.S. dollar continues to be El Salvador's primary currency. 2. Bitcoin halving. After every 210,000 blocks mined, or roughly every 4 years, the block reward given to Bitcoin miners for processing transactions is cut in half. This event is referred to as halving because it cuts in half the rate at which new Bitcoins are released into circulation. This is Bitcoin's way of enforcing synthetic price inflation until all Bitcoins are released. This reward system will continue until around the year 2140, when the proposed limit of 21 million is reached. At that point, miners will be rewarded with fees, which network users will pay for processing transactions. These fees ensure that miners still have the incentive to mine and keep the network going. The halving event is significant because it marks another drop in the rate of new Bitcoins being produced as it approaches its finite supply. The total maximum supply of Bitcoins is 21 million. As of October 2021, there are about 18.85 million Bitcoins already in circulation, leaving just around 2.15 million left to be released via mining rewards. 3. In 2009, the reward for each block in the chain mined was 50 Bitcoins. After the first halving, it was 25 and then 12.5, and then it became 6.25 Bitcoins per block as of May 11, 2020. To put this in another context, imagine if the amount of gold mined out of the earth was cut in half every 4 years. If gold's value is based on its scarcity, then a halving of gold output every 4 years would theoretically drive its price higher. Halving implications. Halvings reduce the rate at which new coins are created, and thus lower the available amount of new supply, even as demand increases. This has some implications for investors as other assets with a low or finite supply, like gold, can have high demand and push prices higher. In the past, these Bitcoin halvings have correlated with massive surges in Bitcoin's price. The first halving, which occurred on Nov. 28, 2012, saw an increase from $12 to $1,217 on Nov. 28, 2013. The second Bitcoin halving occurred on July 9, 2016. The price at that halving was $647, and by Dec. 17, 2017, a Bitcoin's price had soared to $19,800. The price then fell over the course of a year from this peak down to $3,276 on Dec. 17, 2018, a price 506% higher than its pre-halving price. 4. The most recent halving occurred on May 11, 2020. On that date, a Bitcoin's price was $8,787. On April 14, 2021, a Bitcoin's price soared to $64,507, an astonishing 634% increase from its pre-halving price. A month later, on May 11, 2021, a Bitcoin's price was $54,276, representing a 517% increase that seems more consistent with the